Why Big wasn't rocking with Craig Mack?
He did. He rocked with Mac at times, but God bless the dead Craig Mack. He used to do some. He used to on the tours. He used to do some weird shit, and Vegas used to just be fed up with him. That
Like what?
was really it. Like we used to be on promo tour. Mac act like he's sick, and make just because he didn't feel like doing all these
Didn't he have AIDS?
Son, don't say that. Son,
He died
allegedly.
Kid, that wasn't weird. He was AIDSing out. His AIDS got flaring up. Y'all gave him shit.
We don't know that.
Damn you, Lil Cease.
He'll act like he's sick, dog, and we'll go all the way to the hospital just for him to go get a needle shot. And, all type of. He was just real dramatic, and Biggie's just like, "Yo, come on, dog, stop this corny shit. Let's just
cold-blooded,
Let's just roll, dog. Just knock this shit out." So it's really kind of just like that type of shit. One like not no real shit. Big was just like fed up with he was just doing like some weird, just doing some dumb shit. Big's like,
Let me see if Craig Mack had AIDS. Yes, rapper Craig Mack did have HIV and AIDS. While he passed in March 2018, he was initially reported as congestive heart failure. His family later confirmed that he died from complications.
And he passed at the age of 47, man. Shout out to Craig Mack, man.
Shout out to over this nigga no more. Like, that type of shit. They was label mates. What I mean? So it wasn't to that capacity of like, Big didn't like him. Big just like Big just thought he used to do weird shit sometimes, and that shit just aggravate Big, and Big like, I'm cool. Talking about that interview we did, they was like, "The Mac gonna be on it." He was like, "Mac, I don't f with that dude." I was just sitting there like, yo. I knew, but not to that capacity. I'm like, damn, dog, you gonna blow it right here like that, like. So B.I. was just, B.I. was just like that, dog. Sometimes he'd just wake up on the wrong side. He just like, just fed up with shit. But he with Mac to a certain degree, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was always wondering about that. So he was doing weird stuff.
Yeah, but it was shit like that. And you know what? At the time too, after like Flavor in Your Ear came out, kind of like that Flavor in Your Ear song was kind of that shit was knocking doors down, and it was knocking doors on Juicy. You know what I mean? Like that was a bigger record than Juicy, even though the streets and the people gravitated more to Juicy. You know what I mean? Like every time we was on a promo run, and that that Flavor in Your Ear was killing shit. And then when he came out with Get Down, and Big came out with Big Papa, Big kind of started expanding a lot more than Mac, and then Mac started to do some weird shit at times. You know what I'm saying? And because Big was just actually growing more. And
he still didn't say nothing weird he did. He said he had to go to the hospital get shot sometimes. That happens sometimes when you're dying of AIDS.
Of the HIVs. Son said right, son.
Well, now that's not politically correct. No, this died of AIDS. ChatGPT said it.
Trying to keep
straight up. I said, did Craig Mack die of AIDS? Yes. Comma. Rapper Craig Mack did have
the
HIV.
The HIVs.
And the Adidas.
And it was more leading towards Big, and I just think sometimes, Mac will get on some bullshit, and Big, like, I'm just like, all right, he didn't care, like whatever, you know what I mean? But they were label mates, and it was some love there. But whenever he just do weird shit, Big just kind of just like call him out about it. That's it.
They say Big took shots at Craig Mack on that Flavor in Your Ear remix.
I mean, that's the only song that they did together. But I don't know why people be like taking like that with songs. I'm like, I don't know what lyric they'd be talking about. Like for him to say I was like, nah, back in them days, everybody rapped like they was number one. Nowadays, I be hearing about so many things like, yo, Big was talking about these people here. I was like, yo, everybody wanted to be number one back then. Everybody rapped like they was number one back then. Just because you was
right. That's part of the culture.
No doubt.
Yeah, that's
better than you.
Yeah. I'm what's up?
Mm-hmm.
On a song with somebody back then and you said that, don't mean you was talking about nobody. Everybody rapped like they had the best verse in songs back then. It's like now, if I get up to everybody to rap saying I'm the king, do that mean I'm coming at T.I. or I'm coming at somebody that claimed they was king? Like, no, everybody rapped that way back in the days. Everybody rapped like they was number one. Everybody rapped like they was that nigga back then. No matter who you was on the record with. It's like nowadays you aren't supposed to say certain things because somebody already claimed that status or something like that. I'm like, yo, bro, like that's not how it was back then. You rap. That don't mean I'm talking about you on the record. You know what I mean? Like, no, everybody wanted to be number one when they got on the joint. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that was it. I be just thinking that'd be weird as now when people be saying that, like, yo, oh, was Big talking about them on their own record, or this person be talking about like, no, nobody's talking about nobody. That's just how people rap back then. If you said you was the shit, I'm getting on the record with you and I'm gonna say I'm the shit.
Right.
That don't mean I'm saying you're not the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you can say
That's when it was a measure of rappers that rapped about rapping, about my skills as a rapper. That was a whole. People don't do that no more. Like when my rap is just about I'm nice. These are different metaphors and different stuff to explain to you how nice I am. That's not what people do no more. People don't even trip off the lyrics no more like that anyway. But when they do, it's normally not about how nice they are. They try to, you know what I'm saying? Like people consider Kendrick one of the nicest. And he is. He's really good. Yeah. But his stuff is more conceptual rather than I'm going to stand the cipher and just, you know what I mean, dazzle y'all with my wordplay. Right. He's not a Black Thought. He's not a Eminem. He's not a Redman. Those are the kind of people that Method Man, Biggie, that rap about how nice I am at this skill. But son, I think that's gone.
That's the foundation of hip-hop, though.
Yeah.
I got a big TV so I can see it and explain. You know what I mean? That's just,
I'm the shit.
Yeah. I'm better than you. I'm nicer than you.
I'm nicer than you.
Yeah, it's that simple.
And as long as I don't face you or say your name, I'm not necessarily talking about you. I'm talking about everybody. But, you know, if you want it.
Same thing. This is just that's what everybody did. Nobody got on the record back in the days going, oh, well,
I'm pretty good.
Number one, so I can't say it. No. If everybody, you're supposed to feel that way about yourself. So everybody said that. And nobody took it no way. You know what I'm saying? Like nowadays, it's just super sensitive with shit like that. I'm like,
no, niggas did take it that way.
Some people.
Yeah, you had L on how big Cannabis. Yeah. You had some folks that like
L had a very sensitive ego. They say. They say. Lil Cease is right over midget size. I never really noticed that. I knew he was little, but he real little arms, little hands.
Shit weird as.
But keeping it real, did Big respect Craig Mack as a rapper?
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, nah,
you can't speak for him
about that. Big man not respected him on no street shit because he wasn't on no street shit. You know, Mac wasn't on that type of time, but lyrically, Big was like, nah, I fuck with Mac. Like, you know, because Big was a fan of music, so you ain't had to sound like Big. You ain't had to be talking no street shit. You ain't had to be talking into that shooting up bang bang shit for Big to like you. Big was a fan of music, and if he liked your flow, he liked your rhythm, he liked your style, like. No, Big like that. It, like I said, it really was just that. Sometimes Mac did weird shit. I was on the road with them, and I used to watch some of the weird shit.
Like
Mac
what? You
do.
still ain't saying nothing.
Just irritate Big. It wasn't that Big. It wasn't that Big didn't think he was dope. Like nah, you know what I mean? Like no, because Mac was dope in his type of way, in his type of sound. It wasn't compared to Big style and what Big did.
He was nice. He just never got a chance to develop. We didn't hear more from him.
I wouldn't go as far as say Craig Mack was nice. He wasn't my favorite MC. I think a lot of that was Puff and the beats.
He didn't get a chance to really. Yeah, he didn't really say.
He was the first one to blow,
right? But we didn't get much more after that. Like you said, we had that. We had Flavor Your Ear. Flavor Your Ear remixed and Get Down. Get Down. Yeah,
that was Q-Tip. You heard the remix with Q-Tip?
Nah, fire.
Woo, Gunsmoke.
Big wasn't no hater. Big just is like yo. He just do weird shit sometimes, and I don't like it, but. That's my label mate still. You know what? You want me to jump on the record? I'm gonna jump on the record. We played some of Mac. We played Mac music, but it wasn't that. It wasn't that. They wasn't ready to fight each other in studio sessions, or they couldn't be around each other. Nah, when weird shit happened, Big just to get away from them, just like that. But they was label mates, and there was still respect there. You know what I'm saying? There was still some type of love there, but. You know, Big ain't had to be his best friend to do business with him or to do work with him, and that's basically what it was.
What about Puff and Craig Mack? Was they on good terms? Because I know Craig Mack, if I'm not mistaken, he never came out with another album, right? Under Bad Boy?
He signed them. Those his first two acts was Biggie and Craig Mack, so I'm not going to sit here and say Puff didn't with him, you know what I'm saying? But maybe Puff, maybe he was doing some of the weird stuff with Puff too, the weird. It may have looked like that, but, you know, that was still business. That was one of...
Fuck all that. Was y'all doing it in front of Puffy?
What?
Was y'all doing stuff in front of Puffy back then?
Who you talking about? Craig Mack and them?
Did Craig Mack and Biggie and them know what Puffy was into? That's the real question. We beating around the bush, Art. Let's get to the bottom of this.
You know what I mean? So the same effort Puff put into Big, he put into Craig Mack too. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, whenever things started happening and maybe Mac started doing some things, Puff kind of started drifting and doing other things. And plus, Puff was signing other artists too, right? So you know what I mean? Like, he started to sign Total, he signed Faith. You know what I mean? The lots. Like so other things started to happen to where you just kind of more moving on to other things as well. But everybody was in control of their own destiny at one point at that label. You know what I mean? And you got to just cater to what's the new thing or what's hot. And Big stay relevant and stay hot. In that camp, he was the sole controller of that shit.